guys, it's ASBYT and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, a couple of days ago I did a video on the newly launched Xiaomi Mi A2 and Mi A2 Lite. And even though I've got the unboxings and reviews to come, I said in that video I'm pretty sure that that will be one of the best budget smartphones of this year, based on the specs and the previous success of the Xiaomi Mi A1, which was of course last year's version. Now on that video, a lot of you guys commented, well, what about the Xiaomi Mi Max 3? Which also has just been released. So today we're going to run through all of the information on that smartphone, so let's get straight to it. Right, so as I said, today we're talking about the Xiaomi Mi Max 3, the newer version of the Xiaomi Mi Max 2. That's generally how sequels work. They go up a number. I will leave all the information to the Mi Max 3 in the video description below, including a purchase link with every single shred of information about the product in case there's anything in this video I actually forget. And of course, that link has one of the best prices around at the moment. I will be having unboxing and review videos for both the Mi A2 versions and of course the Mi Max 3 as well. So if you are interested in that, make sure you are subscribed to the channel and you've turned on the notification bell so that when those videos are uploaded, you're notified. Right, so let's talk about all the information. The Mi Max 3 is perfect for you guys who like a large phone. The current trends for smartphones at the moment is that the screens are getting larger. People seem to be more interested in real estate than actually being able to use it in one hand. This product is a perfect example of that. So if you like phones such as the Samsung Note range, the iPhone Plus ranges, then you're going to like the design of the Xiaomi Mi Max 3. It's pretty much a plus model of the Xiaomi Mi A2. There are a few differences and we'll get to that, but in terms of design, fairly small bezels top and bottom, and it has the 18:9 ratio that pretty much all phones have these days. One of the main differences between the Mi Max 2 and the Mi Max 3 is that bigger display. The Mi Max 2 was a 6.44 inch because we have bigger bezels, which is really, if you think about it, a pretty massive screen compared to most other phones. And that is 2160 by 1080, so it is a full HD display. We're looking at a dual rear camera on the top left-hand side at the back, which is a 12 megapixel and a 5 megapixel, and it has an 8 megapixel front-facing camera. That front camera is housed in the top bezel. Now, another difference on the Mi Max 3 is the upgraded chipset. We're now looking at a Snapdragon 636 over the 625 that we saw on the Mi Max 2, and of course again the Mi A1. So it is going to give you enhanced performance over those two phones. It's not quite as good as the Snapdragon 660 which we see on the Mi A2, and it would have been nice to have actually seen that, but in terms of everyday use, there isn't a great deal between the two chipsets. 4GB of RAM, 64 gigabytes of storage. It also comes in a more expensive version with 6 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of storage. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there is any expandable storage on these two versions. It does just have a dual nano SIM tray. But one big spec, and where this is much better than a lot of other phones, is battery. So for you guys who like a big phone and a big battery, 5,500 mAh is the battery capacity, which of course will last you well into probably 2 days of use. And of course it is running Android 8.1 Oreo straight from the box. It does have MIUI over the top, which is Xiaomi's skin, and you will either like it or you'll hate it, and it does feel based on iOS. But of course you can throw a launcher over it if you're not a fan, like Nova Launcher for example, and bring it much more towards stock Android. In terms of video recording on this camera, it does actually shoot up to 4K, which again is becoming the norm, but still it's a good thing. Bluetooth 5.0, Type-C charging port, and of course the fingerprint sensor is positioned on the back, again like we've seen on the Mi A2 this year, the Mi 8 and the Mi A1 from last year as well, or most Xiaomi products of the last year or so, to be fair. It does come in 3 different color variants: black, pink bubble gum, I think, which looks quite like rose gold, to be honest. I'm trying to be fancy with that name, and blue eyes as well, another pretty fancy name. It's blue. Like I said, I will leave a link to the product in the video description below with one of the best prices around at the moment. So if you're interested in purchasing it, or indeed just want more information, it's just down there. Just there. Here's where you guys come in. Let me know what you think about the Xiaomi Mi Max 3. Is it a phone that you were waiting for? Did you have the Mi Max 2 before? Or had you never heard of it? Are you interested in it or not interested in it? Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. As always, I will be sifting through I will be sifting through and try and answer as many comments and questions as I can. Like and share if you did enjoy this video and found it helpful. Dislike the video if you didn't like it and didn't find it helpful. Subscribe and turn on the little notification bell if you want to be notified every time I post a video on unboxings and reviews of some of these Xiaomi products that I've mentioned over the last few days, or indeed smartphones in general, tech in general. I do pretty much daily content on this channel right across the board. I love you and need you. I'll see you in the next one. Stay TP. Peace out.